What's good, guys? Waterninjafrog here, back with the reaction video to the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer. Now, I haven't seen anything yet. I'm actually going to be reacting to it this time. The only thing that I've seen is a thumbnail which showed a weird-looking Vulpix and Ninetales. So that being said, guys, if you guys are hyped for this video, make sure you throw a water sugar on the button down below for Sun and Moon news. And with that being said, guys, let's go. Certain Pokemon are thriving in Alola. EXEGGUTOR. What? What is wrong with EXEGGUTOR? Vulpix and Ninetales. What? It's Delta forms. It's literally Delta forms. What? What? Sandshrew and Sandslash? And Ice and Steel, Sandshrew and Sandslash! Look at him! He's a little igloo! Charizard! Show me Charizard! Oricorios? Look at all the different birds! That's so cool! Like all based on different dancing styles. Revolution Dance. So there's a fire, psychic, electric, and ghost type. That's cool. Copy everyone's dance moves? It can copy sources! It can copy Quivernet! What? Rock and flying? Shields down? What is this thing? What? Gumshoos? What? It's literally Donald Trump! Fomantis? Lurantis. Okay. This thing should be a bug type. He looks kind of cool. Looks like a little girly Scyther a little bit. Is that Solar Beam? There is a pre-evolution to Mudsdale! Look at him, he's so cute! He's a little baby horse! Mudbray! Is that Earthquake? And you can ride on Mudsdale! He's confirmed to be a steed! Yes! Yes! You can ride on Charizard! Oh my gosh! He's a moot! Wait, the trial captains? What? Are there no, there's no 8 gym leaders? So is this just like the Orange Islands? Whoa, that guy looks awesome. Oh, the Totem Pokemon. Totem Gumshoos? What? What? Are these like bosses? There's music! Battle of the Kahunas! Hall is a Kahuna! A new way to attack. Okay, they're finally gonna explain it! Z power, Z moves! Zygarde! Gigavolt Havoc! At least a Z move once per battle. So it's just like Mega Evolution, once per battle. A Z move for every type. Bloom down. You can ride Char Inferno Overdrive? Hydro Vortex? Wow. There was a lot. Okay. Let's go to the official website before I have a stroke. Pokemon adapted to the Alola region. Some Pokemon have adapted to the distinctive microclimates of the Alola region, taking on different forms they have in other regions. These Pokemon are called regional variants. Taking root in the Alola region, they live like native Pokemon. Regional variant Pokemon can have different appearance and types, and their ways of living can also differ from that of the forms previously known. Alolan so it's like different subspecies. Grass Dragon? What? No. Exeggutor is not a dragon. The environment of the Alola region, where strong sunlight pours down all year round, brought about this change in Exeggutor's form. People of Alola boast that the Alolan Exeggutor is the true form of Exeggutor. I wonder if this is this like this is oh my gosh! Unlike other Exeggutor, it's got a fourth head on its tail. This fourth head controls the tail independently. It can take on opponents to the rear that can't be reached by the main head's attacks. This Pokemon excels at whipping its long neck. I whip my head back and forth. Whip my head back and forth. But that neck can sometimes become a weakness. It's got Frisk as an ability. That is wild. Okay, let's not on to yet. Let's do. Oh, really? Okay, Pokemon. Forget that. Alolan Vulpix, Ice type with snow cloak. It is said that Vulpix came to the Alola region together with humans, but the fox Pokemon moved to the snowy mountain peaks to avoid the normal habitats of other Pokemon, and thus it ended up taking on this form. These Alolan Vulpix live on high mountains that remain covered in snow year-round. They live in small packs of 2 to 5 individuals, helping one another survive. Alolan Vulpix can freeze anything solid by expelling a breath at a temperature of negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit from its mouth. It doesn't fare well in the heat, but when the temperature gets too high, it produces ice from its tail to lower the surrounding temperature. I'm still in shock. Exeggutor is a grass and dragon type. Oh, come on. It went last time. Come on, don't make me go to Cerebi. Alolan Ninetales. Ice and Fairy. Wait. Is that the first Ice Fairy type? I think it is. Alolan Ninetales live on a snowy peak that is revered in the Alola region as a holy mountain. They are treated as sacred emissaries, and people meet them with awe and fear. This Pokemon's personality is extremely gentle, and at times it has helped humans who seem to be in distress. However, it shows no mercy at all to anyone or anything that dares to damage its territory. The Alolan Ninetales is able to produce ice crystals from the fur coat that covers its body. It can use these ice crystals to block attacks or can form balls of ice with them, which it fires like bullets at opponents. The power of these ice missiles is great enough to pulverize rock. This is... Sun and Moon are going to be the best games of all time. Alolan Sand, he looks like a little, he's got a little igloo. Sandshrew have historically lived in desert areas, but the frequent eruptions of nearby volcanoes drove the Sandshrew to abandon the desert and migrate to snowy mountains, where they took on this form. Sandshrew's body changed to adapt to the harsh environment of the snowy mountains. The Alolan Sandshrew is a shell of ice covering its skin, which is like hard steel. It excels defensively, but it lacks flexibility and can't curl its body into a ball like a ground-type Sandshrew can. Its heavy weight makes the Alolan Sandshrew slower than a normal Sandshrew, but the claws on the tan and feet allow it to move across ice without slipping. When it wants to move quickly, it uses its stomach to slide across the ice like a curling rock. That's so cool! He's an ice and steel type! Oh no, we're not going to you yet, Oricorio. Alolan Sandslash. This thing looks amazing! The Alolan Sandshrew of the Snowy Mountains evolve into Alolan Sandslash with spiny backs that are covered in ice. Thanks to their icy coating, these spines are large and sharp. Alolan Sandslash hide themselves in the snow where strong enemies appear, leaving only their needles exposed and ready for business. The weight of the ice that covers its body makes these Alolan Sandslash heavier than normal Sandslash. This causes them to be slower. Yet the snowfields are now ice, they move by creating a path with their claws, so they're able to move with swiftness. The sprays of snow kicked up by Alolan Sandslash's movements are so beautiful that many photographers head for the snowy peaks to capture the moment. However, Sandslash live deep in the mountains, and there is great danger of becoming stranded, so it's forbidden to climb the mountain without permission. So that's the Alolan Pokemon, so we got 5 so far. That's wild. Look how freaking long his neck is! Let's start with my favorite out of the bunch. Of the new Pokemon. Not the Alolan Pokemon, the new Pokemon. Mudbray. I love it when things get pre-evolutions. I love it that this Mudsdale gets a pre-evolution because that means I get to use it. Like, I can use it straight away. I can, like, use it because I can, like, raise it. I'm going to assume you can get this thing a little early on. This thing is heavier than me. Holy crap. He's the donkey Pokemon. How does a donkey evolve into a Clydesdale? Somebody tell me that. Mudbray can only be found, wants to be found all over the world, but was overhunted and ended up in the verge of being. Aww! No! No! It's said that the Alola region is the only place in the world where Mudbray can still be found in the wild. That's so sad! Mudbray boasts superhuman strength, a surprise considering its small body. Mudbray can carry loads up to 50 times its own weight on its back or drag behind it. Mudbray loves playing in the mud. It's easy to live in harmony with this Pokemon, as long as you provide an environment where it can play in the mud. If it can't walk in the mire, however, Mudbray becomes stressed and may stop listening to orders. That's so sad, Game Freak, what the heck? Now, I'm gonna save the bird for last. So let's look at this thing. Minior, the meteor Pokemon, rock and flying type. Minior are formed in the stratosphere and live by absorbing the detritus around them. When they consume a large quantity of particles, their bodies become heavy and they fall towards the planet's surface. Minior has a hard and heavy outer shell with a core inside it. A meteor Pokemon seems to be made in such a way that its shell breaks, it becomes lighter, it can deal out quick attacks. When its shell breaks, the core in its center is revealed. You won't know what color will appear until this happens. That's kinda cool. Minior has a new Shields Down ability, which no other Pokemon has had before. With the Shields Down ability, it will have excellent defensive capabilities as long as the shell is intact. It will also be protected from status conditions. But when its HP drops below half, its shell will break and it will change to a form better suited to attacking. So it's kinda like stance change, but you can't control it. Unless the thing gets like, recover. Yo, if it got recover and it got a shield, no, it's broken. Game Freak, stop making me have a heart attack. And then we got the evolved form of Yungoos, Gumshoos. This thing is literally Donald Trump. Look at it. It's just pure normal too. Gumshoos' method of targeting prey is the exact opposite of Yungoos' strategy. While Yungoos prowls around, Gumshoos takes out its prey, usually routes, and waits patiently for it to come by. Donald Trump. Gumshoos has a tenacious personality, which is why it targets at one prey for so long without wavering. But when the sun goes down, it runs low on stamina, falling asleep right on the spot. Gumshoos can withstand a great deal of hunger. It's able to perfectly still while it's waiting for its prey, keeping watch without eating a thing. You guys can't tell, I'm saving the birds for last. Let's go ahead and look at this weird thing. Fomantis, the Sicklegrass Pokemon. Okay. This might be the reason why I don't use any starter. Fomantis is nocturnal and it performs photosynthesis while it sleeps during the day by spreading out its leaves in all directions. Because of the danger of staying in the same location 2 days in a row, Fomantis begins to search for the next day's spot as soon as the sun sets. For Fomantis, photosynthesis is not just a source of energy, it is a necessity to achieve the strength and brilliant coloration of its evolved form. Photosynthesis is precious to Fomantis, and it will fiercely attack those who get in the way of that process. Fomantis excel at long-range attacks like Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. Now, what Solar Beam? Solar Beam is indeed a powerful move, but since it uses up the energy that Pokemon are stored through photosynthesis, Fomantis really uses it. Well, not Lunala. Lurantis. Lurantis draws up its opponents to the Bloomsicle. It draws its opponents near itself its frog-like appearance and aroma, and then it takes them down. It is said to be the most gorgeous of all grass-type Pokemon due to its brilliant coloration and elegant moves. Yeah, not buying it. Lurantis' appearance is maintained through detailed grooming. It will trust a trainer who does a good job of caring for it, but will apparently have a difficult time growing closer to a lazy trainer. I got a feeling that's the Pokemon of Me thing they showed in the Japanese trailer. Lurantis can learn Solar Blade, a move that releases a blade-shaped beam to mix up its foes. It's like a special leaf blade. The blade is so strong that it can slice the rock in half. Solar Blade is a move that no Pokemon has been able to do before. With Solar Blade, Lurantis absorbs energy from the sun on the first move and releases Perfect Dark on the second turn. Lurantis is the totem Pokemon of Lush Jungle, the site of an Akala Island trial. It will overrun trial goers with the powerful combos that releases the powerful island calls. Is this seriously Legend of the Hidden Temple? This is Legends of the Hidden Temple. So, the bird. Let's start with Oricorio. Belle? Fire-flying dancing Pokemon. Oricorio changes its form by sipping the nectar on certain flowers. Since it has 4 different forms, the same as the number of islands in Alola, it would seem that different Oricorio live on each of the islands. This is straight up Charles Darwin in the Galapagos thing with the birds. The Belle style Oricorio is very passionate and powerful with its body when it dances. It sends downy fluff flying during its dances. By igniting this fluff, it can release a fiery dance attack. It's going to learn fiery dance. Calling it. Oricorio has a new dancer ability that no other Pokemon has ever had before. If another Pokemon in the field uses a dancing move, then Oricorio will be able to use that same move immediately afterwards thanks to its dance ability. Revelation Dance is a move that only Oricorio can learn, and its type changes based on Oricorio's current style. So it's going to be a fire, electric, ghost, another one. I think it's from what's the other one? Psychic? Let's look at the Pom-Pom style. So this is the cheerleader one. The Pom-Pom style Oricorio is very friendly towards people and uses dancing to encourage trainers who are feeling glum. When it dances, its feathers are charged with static electricity. It can attack with these charged feathers, and sometimes it unleashes a powerful electric shock. Then the Hawaiian dance style. Pau. Let's read your description. The Pau style Oricorio acts at its own pace, which sometimes makes it difficult to deal with. It sharpens its spirited moves through dance, which increases its psychic power. It's said that this dance expresses its gratitude to the guardian deity Pokemon. Guardian deity, you say? Then the Sensu style. This is more like the Japanese fangirl style. It's gonna be from that Japanese island with the little fan on it. The Sensu style of Oricorio is quiet and collected. By means of its dance, it gathers the spirits drifting about in an area and borrows their power to fight. People who migrated from Kanto feel a great liking for this Pokemon because its dance reminds them of their homeland. So that's what that island's... Yo, when Ash gets there... Oh, man, I'm getting so many connections! So that's all the new Pokemon. Jeez. Like, my mind is just blown out the gutter. There's gonna be Pokemon that we used to know that have been remixed for Alola, an Ice and Fairy type Ninetales. How are you gonna evolve that thing? You can't use a Fire Stone on it. Okay, cool features. Introducing Z moves. Yo! That looks sick! A new element has been introduced into Pokemon battles in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Move. Z moves. Z moves are moves of great power that can only be used once per battle. When the trainers and Pokemon moves wishes resonate with each other, synchronization, and both release their full power together, they result in an explosive force of a Z move. All Pokemon can use Z moves to perform mightily in battle. All Pokemon. Key items for Z moves. The Z ring fits on the trainer's arm, and Z crystals are set into it. If Pokemon holds the same variety of Z crystal, the two will be able to resonate with one another. Crystals that correspond to each Pokemon types have been found in the Alola region. I'm getting the vibe this is replacing Mega Evolution. I really don't like that. I'm totally buying one of these. There are two conditions performing Z moves. A Pokemon must learn a move of the same type as a Z Crystal, and it must be holding the corresponding Z Crystal. When you see these moves in action in the game, each overwhelming powerful move will be on full display, filling the entire screen. And then you can buy your own Z Ring. I'm getting really scared that we're not getting Mega Evolution back. And my girlfriend's awake tagging me on Facebook. No. No. Cool features. Anything else I need to know? Look at this Poké Ride. Ah! That looks sick. Phone wallpaper. One aspect of the culture in the Alola region is something known as Poké Ride, which is in which certain Pokemon can help people out to get places they wouldn't be able to reach by using human strength alone. These Pokemon don't join your team, but you can call on them anytime to receive their help. This practice is typical of the way of life in Alola, where humans and Pokemon are so closely bound together. Look at Charizard, look at Charizard, Charpedo, Mudsdale, Mudsdale. I'm not having you guys know right now. This is straight up my phone wallpaper because that Charizard looks amazing. I want to know about these island people. What is with this EXEGGUTOR? What? Yeah, I need to know about this island challenge. One aspect of the unique culture that is developed in the Alola region is the Island Challenge, an adventurous rite that involves traveling through each of the 4 islands. This event helps young people grow into fine Pokemon trainers. As the main character of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, you yourself are destined to attempt this Island Challenge. To complete the Island Challenge, young trial goers must overcome the trials in store of each of the 4 islands. These trials are not limited to battling with Pokemon. They take a variety of forms, such as finding items or completing tests of knowledge. You will not be able to accomplish them with ordinary methods. Totem Pokemon. At the end of each trial, a mighty Pokemon known as a Totem Pokemon will be waiting. A Totem Pokemon is much larger than others of its species, and its body is enveloped in a special aura. Its power is more overwhelming than the standard Gumshoos, and it's surrounded by an aura. When the Totem Pokemon battle, they summon ally Pokemon to join them. With the support of these allies, the Totem Pokemon has become even more powerful, and it seems that Pokemon other than Totem Pokemon can sometimes call on allies to aid them. In the Grand Trials, the final trial on each island is called the Grand Trial. If it is a Pokemon battle against the Kahuna who leads the island, if a trial goer succeeds in clearing this Grand Trial, he or she will probably be recognized as having cleared all of the island trials and can move on to the next island. So are there no gym leaders? Is this like the first game with no gyms? Alright, let's go to the trial captains. Each trial has a captain whose role is to provide guidance to trial goers. All of the captains are trainers who undertook trials in their own island challenge a few years earlier. Lana is the captain who is an expert with water type Pokemon. She is dedicated to her family and is a reliable older sister who watches over her younger sisters. Captain Malo is an expert with grass type Pokemon. She loves cooking, but it seems that sometimes it tastes a bit peculiar. Specializing in electric type Pokemon, Captain Sophocles is good with mechanics and has invented various machines. And then Kiawe is a captain who's expert with fire type Pokemon and the fire type Pokemon. Together with his Marowak, he studies the traditional dances that have been passed down in the Alola region. What? He's a fire type trainer with a Marowak. What? Wait. Maybe that's a hint at an Alolan Marowak. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. If you ever hear in the next update that there's an Alolan Cubone Marowak that is fire type, Waterninjafrog called it. Just saying. There is so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Kahunas. Each of the Alola region's islands has a leader called the Island Kahuna who governs the island. Kahunas are chosen by the Pokemon known as guardian deities, which are also found on each island, which confirms that there is one Pokemon besides Tapu Koko. Hala is the Kahuna of Melee Island you have just moved to, and is your rival Hal's grandfather. His skills are known in the Alola region. He gives you your first partner Pokemon and expects great things from you. So nothing really much about that. So I'm just getting the vibe that there's like no... There's just no gyms. There's no Mega Evolution. Because every Pokemon can use a Z move. Not just starters like I thought. Every single one. But you wouldn't just get rid of Mega Evolution. That means Mega Charizard X is like one of my favorite Pokemon is gonna be gone. Man, I'm calling it. Sun and Moon are going to be the best games in the world, but I'm not going to lie. I will be upset if they get rid of Mega Evolution. Don't get me wrong, Z moves look amazing. I'm like, really excited for them. But just to, like, then what's the point of X and Y? You can't just make X and Y, but all the time, especially with the anime now. It's like Mega Evolution is literally just like a giant part of everything, and just sweep it under the rug. Now there is I've seen pictures of this like spot underneath the Z-ring where it looks like a keystone can go. Maybe you can get them after the game. They just won't add any new ones. What if that one move? The move that Zygarde knows. Okay, Zygarde. Zigguard. What if Core Enforcer is actually a Z move? It is called a Z moves for a reason. Maybe with the Zygarde thing is, maybe the plot happens in Sun and Moon. Because it looks like it's going to be pretty short. With only 4 islands and 1 island per, like one basically gym per island. What if after the Sun and Moon plot happens, you head to Kalos, and that's where the gyms, and you get a keystone for Mega Evolution after the main story. It's a completely different culture. Maybe Mega Evolution just doesn't exist in this region because it's a very different region. I don't know, man. This is wild. I'm still blown away at Alolan Pokemon and a grass dragon Exeggutor. That thing is not a dragon. That is mistyping out the butt. Man, they're just dropping Pokemon left and right. Literally, I'm thinking I'm gonna pick Poplio now. I really think I am. Based on everything I've seen, I want to use Salandit. And who knows? I'm actually thinking about using this thing, sort of, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll use this thing. Just know for a fact that young Mudsdale and young Mudbray. It was confirmed in that trailer that it is the evolved form of Mudbray, right? Like, that is confirmed, right? I mean, it has to be. It's DP evolution. Well, this is already a 30-minute video, guys, so I think I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys are hyped for more Sun and Moon news, make sure you throw a water sugar and like button down below. It helps me out a lot. I'm just, wow. And if you guys want to subscribe, make sure you click the little subscribe button watermark in the video right there, and the button down below. So I'm blown away. Sun and Moon just like keeps like punching me in the face. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Bye, guys.